Hello? This is Ukraine's top military news. Today is January 9th, and this is the situation on the front. The Russian army has made a slight advance near Donetsk and near Verbovy in Zaporizhzhya MSW. According to analysts, the occupiers made a small advance to the west of Donetsk to the eastern outskirts of Georgievka, and also to the opposite bank of the Osykova River. There was also information about the enemy's advance west of Verbovoye. Almost 30 captured occupants in 3 days. There were no air strikes yesterday. In the area of operations of the Tavrichesky Joint Command, the enemy yesterday launched 5 missile strikes, conducted 37 military clashes and fired 452 artillery shells. Our defenders steadfastly hold the lines and conduct active combat operations in the designated areas. Total losses of the enemy for the past day amounted to 375 people and 21 units of military equipment. In particular, 2 tanks, 5 armored personnel carriers, 1 artillery system, 9 UAVs, 2 vehicles and 1 unit of special equipment. The first Shahed 238 with a jet engine was shot down on the territory of Ukraine. Speed is over 310 miles per hour. It is much harder to shoot it down than a regular Shahed. U.S. did not support Zelensky's plan to launch a counteroffensive in 2022 to isolate Russian forces in Crimea. Business Insider. Ukraine was proposing a bold offensive, with a breakthrough in the Zaporizhzhya direction to cut the land corridor to Crimea. Failure was possible, and its consequences were potentially catastrophic. However, if the AFU had struck on the Zaporizhzhya direction, the war would now have a very different look, the material said. Instead, the United States suggested focusing on the deoccupation of Kherson, believing that the AFU lacked enough trained personnel and weapons to move south. Washington also feared that Ukraine would bite off more than it can chew in the south and be defeated. The world sanctions are working and working well. There is clear evidence of the slowdown in the Russian defense industry, but for the sanctions to be 100% effective, the schemes for circumventing sanctions must be blocked. Volodymyr Zelensky said in his evening address. The president noted that work with all partners continues to strengthen our air defense, and at the same time, to increase pressure on Russia. The president also said that he had 3 phone conversations with the president of Romania, the president of Poland, and the prime minister of Belgium. They discussed cooperation with all countries on Ukraine's accession to the European Union. Ukraine should become a member of the alliance. 2024 is a turning point in the war, the time named, Divided Ukraine, among the main risks of 2024. According to the publication, Ukraine will remain de facto divided this year, and Russia now has the initiative on the battlefield and a material advantage. If Ukraine does not soon solve its manpower problems, increase weapons production, and develop a realistic military strategy, its territorial losses could prove permanent and possibly expand. Ukraine has been hit hard by waning U.S. political and material support, and prospects for European aid are only slightly better. Ukraine desperately needs more troops. For all these reasons, Ukraine will take more military risks this year, including strikes on more targets in Russian territory that would provoke unprecedented Russian retaliation and could draw NATO into conflict. Putin's winter offensive has failed. Build. Russia is still far from capturing Kupiansk in Kharkiv Oblast and Avdiivka in Donetsk Oblast. Of the results, thousands of dead Russian soldiers and more than 400 pieces of destroyed military equipment. Ukraine will be able to hold off the new offensive as long as it has enough ammunition. Russia will have to gather reserves again in order to launch another offensive. And at the end of the issue, I'll announce the estimated losses of the invaders at the front. 820 personnel, 5 tanks, 9 armored fighting vehicles, 6 artillery systems, 18 Krill rockets. Thank you for watching the rest of our broadcast. Goodbye.